Welcome back, everybody. This is Lidia from Livin Latina, and we are excited to come back post-summer. I'm excited to be back. We took a little vacation, a little break, as we all need. We're back with summer is over and school is back in session. The hustle and bustle of our everyday lives just got even more hectic. So I thought it would be awesome to share some of my favorite mobile service providers, and this is who we're here today. We have Daniel and Dustin over here with Handled.
How you doing?
The bearded brothers, as they said. We have JJ with GOMobile Pet Groomers. Hi. And you can see part of her amazing on-demand van over here. And we have the beautiful Patia with Two Face Lash and Brow Studio. And I just want to give you a big, huge thank you and shout out to AutoNation Toyota, the Gulf Freeway location. This was supposed to actually be an outdoor show, and Houston weather said, nah. So very last minute, and as a freaking savior, they allowed us to film in their spot. We are kind of indoor-outdoor right now, but we're covered from the rain, so that's perfect. If you want to check them out, AutoNation Toyota, the Gulf Freeway location, we're at 12111 Gulf Freeway in Houston, Texas, or give them a call at 713-489-2097. Thank you so much again, Toyota, for allowing us to film in your receiving dock. But let's get started. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yay! So as I mentioned, because of the hustle and bustle of like the back to school time, I thought it would be amazing to showcase some of these mobile services that are super in high demand right now. I've noticed that with technology evolving, everything becoming so much more easier. Everybody works off of their phones now. Everything is at your reach. The fact that you guys are now promoting and creating these services that are mobile, and that you guys come to us, is a live send. So, for example, you guys reached out to me through Livin Latina, which I really appreciate. I was able to check out one of their services. It was like their gold package. And the day they actually showed up, I had an eye appointment for my son. He was a little bit sick and under the weather. I was starting to come down with something, and it was so nice and easy to just come outside, hand you my keys, and go back and lay down. My car got detailed, and it got like a nice little cleanup that it needed. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about your services?
Absolutely. We reached out to you, Livin Latina, and you were so nice enough to welcome us, to your home and have us detail your beautiful, beautiful car. And so we went in there, and it was I remember it was a very hot, sunny, bright day. But with Handled, we don't care. We'll go rain, shine. We'll change your oil. We do tire rotations. When we first started the business back in like late 2016, we really focused on doing a lot of the maintenance, tire rotations, oil changes. As the company's progressed, we've moved over to car washes, focusing on the interior, and something that I know you're very impressed about is the waterless car washes.
I was like, wait, what? You're gonna wash my car, and you're not gonna leave a puddle in my front yard. You're not gonna waste my water.
No water hose or anything.
I was so surprised. So that is so cool. I definitely recommend you guys to try it out, especially if you're environmentally conscious like we are. As we know, my husband has a recycling business, so we're all about how we can kind of help the environment. And when he said waterless, I said sold. Let's do that one. And you couldn't tell, the car was spotless. That is so cool. So whenever you're doing these services, what areas do you come out to?
We pretty much handle all of Houston and surrounding areas. We've gone out to Pearland, to Katy. We've gone
Deer Park.
We've been to a few times. We really don't have any limits within the city right now.
Very cool, very cool. And this is one of the vehicles that will show up to your house if you give them a call.
That's it right
Our baby right here.
You cannot miss it. It's a beautiful blue, and they're ready to go. Their service was really, really nice. The guy that came out, remind me of his name?
Hakeem
was super, super friendly. He was very, even though it was like, I want to say it was over 100.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty bad. 103 that
he
day.
was very, positive. He was very, very nice. But let's leave some of those questions for everybody.
Yeah,
if you guys have any questions, please chime in, join in. Any questions for them, for the businesses? If you're thinking about starting a small business of your own, this is the time to maybe get some advice from people that have been doing it. So we have JJ over here with GOMobile Pet Grooming, And this is her beautiful big beauty over here.
I call her Martha.
Martha. Oh.
Martha.
So tell us a little bit about your services and how long you've been in business.
Well, my services is it's named GOMobile Pet, and I have been in business 6 years doing this. But I have been a professional groomer since August of 2007. This is a fully equipped, literally salon on wheels. It's 68 square feet of salon. It's got an Onan diesel 8000 generator. It's got everything that an RV would need. It was professionally converted by a place up in Indiana. And I'm very, very proud of this van, and she does a great job. She's really reliable. All the equipment is. I show up at the house. I have 50 gallons of fresh water on board and a 50-gallon gray water tank, so everything is self-contained. I have to dry
Which again, it's awesome because she's not wasting my water.
No. And then the way that it's set up is I use decidedly less water than a conventional brick and mortar salon because there's a recirculating bathing system, and so the dogs get squeaky clean with the minimal amount of water.
Very cool.
And then also, since it's diesel, the fuel economy is better, the run time for the generator is better, so it's a greener van, and also I have inverter battery packs, so I can run no generator at all, no engine running, and do a lot of that. So in the springtime and in the winter, I can use that in Houston. And depending on the kind of dog and the condition of the coat and everything, it can take anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours. Now, of course, if you have a little long-haired Chihuahua or a little Lil Wayne or Tyson or somebody, those are her dogs. She has 5.
I have 5 dogs. So she is a godsend. When she comes over, believe me, I was like, I don't have to do it anymore. I don't have to fight my husband to do it anymore. JJ will handle it.
And or take them and get them all loaded up,
Yeah.
and then out it, and then into whichever place that you were going to. I don't know. I really like the mobile aspect of this because I get to see people in their home environment, pregnant, and carrying the baby, and then the children are growing up.
She
Had
saw the
clients
whole
6 years,
pregnancy. Now when you come over, she's
He's
like,
like this
he's
little
so
dude."
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, she saw my whole pregnancy. You've been a part of our pet family for a few years now.
3 years.
Yeah, so I would definitely highly recommend. I love the service. It's so personal. We have a very, very high maintenance bulldog who is like our diva. He is the youngest one of our bunch, but he's the biggest one. And he has very sensitive skin. He has very sensitive nose and like breathing issues because he's very, very like flat nose. And she has actually created some of the shampoo that you use specifically for his very sensitive diva skin. And it saved us a lot on our vet bills because they told us this is a very sensitive dog. He used to have hot spots and scratchy spots, and now since she started doing this, we don't worry about that anymore.
Yeah, I received certifications in veterinary aromatherapy, and so I use a lot of that on my van, and I have developed a lot of products that are able to deal with all of these sensitive skin issues. In our area, all of the stuff in the air, there are more allergies, environmental-driven allergies, and so this really helps. All of the products that I've developed help with that, and it's all-inclusive, and I love what I do. I love what I do.
And it shows because my dogs don't want to come back in the house when she's done. They don't want to come back in. I'm like, okay. So in a second, maybe you can give us a tour of your van.
Awesome. Service areas.
Yes,
I service. Right now, I'm only taking new clients in Seabrook, and South Shore Harbor and Deer Park, and I'm already full for Baytown, but I do service that area. So Seabrook, South Shore Harbor, Deer Park, and LaPorte.
Very cool, very cool.
Thanks.
How about you, Patia? Tell us a little bit about the Two-Face Lash and Brow Studio and how long you've been in business.
I have been in business since 2017 for myself.
Yes.
But I've been doing lashes since 2015. The eyelash extensions, not just any lashes. I don't know, I love it. I went out on my own, and now I'm mobile, and it's been great. I mean, I service everywhere. Everywhere
call
you
her,
call
she'll
me,
come.
I'm coming.
Yes,
call me, I'm coming.
I actually met Patia at a retail, like a chain
Yeah. I used
store.
to work for a chain,
And-
and I don't know. One day I just woke up and was like, I can do this by myself.
Mhm.
So I did.
And I followed her. I stalked her through different areas, and now that she's mobile, she comes to me, and it's super convenient because, again, it's in the comfort of my own home. I can pretty much lay there in my living room and get pretty, and when she's done, I'm good to go, and I don't have to leave my house. I don't have to leave my son, and she's gotten to meet all my pets too.
And
So-
they hide in my stuff.
They go through her bag and all that good stuff. But yeah, so you service pretty much any area. Is there any
Yeah,
limitation to how
from-
far you'll go?
Nope. I mean, I have clients in Galveston, Texas City, Deer Park, Baytown. I mean, like I said, you call, I'm coming.
Awesome. What's a good way to get a hold of you now that you're doing it independently?
You can contact me through Facebook at Two Face Lash and Brow Studio. You can contact me through Facebook at Tia Compton. You're gonna see my face, so
You can't miss her. What about you, JJ? Do you have a Facebook account?
Yes, it is GOMobile Pet, I do believe is the Facebook. And then I also have a website, which is GOMobilepet.com. Nice and simple.
Perfect. And you
and I have an Instagram.
yes,
Yes.
Instagram. You don't have
I don't know how to
Instagram.
do it.
You don't know how to do it.
No, ma'am.
You gotta
That's
catch.
right.
My Instagram is at @2face_Lash Brow Studio.
Perfect. And as always, whenever we have guests, we will link all of their information below. You can leave a comment below as well. They'll get to all the comments after the interview is over. What about you guys? How can people get a hold of you?
On Facebook, you can search for Handled App. The app is not out yet, but we will be coming out with one very soon. The website is handled.net. That's where you can book all your services. They're amazing. And on Instagram, it's Get It Handled, because that's what we do. We get things handled. So you can
I
follow
like
us on that.
that.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So going back to the waterless option, I know, like I said originally, this was supposed to film outdoors. We're supposed to get a demonstration, but the rain is not going to let us do that. Can you tell us a little bit about how it would go if I chose the waterless feature? Like, what do you use? How do you get the car clean without a drop of water?
Yeah.
Definitely. So what we have is we use Chemical Guys. Shout out to them.
Chemical Guys. They're
Chemical Guys.
awesome. They are awesome.
They offer multiple type of products that we use. The way that it works, we would come out, we assess the car first, see how bad it is, go from there. And what it does is the spray, it builds pretty much like a layer between the actual car and the dirt. So that way, with good microfiber towels, we can go across and just wash it like this. This was filthy today. I mean, it's pouring down rain. Come quick wash down and can't ever tell.
That is so cool.
Also in the interior, we can do steam cleaning, which is better than any shampoo or conditioner that you can use.
Which reminds me, you mentioned that you also do cleaning and disinfecting
Yes.
to babies' car seats,
Yep.
which is something that we
Gets coked up quickly.
we bypass. I don't
Yeah,
think
people
I've
forget
ever
about it.
cleaned
Yeah.
my son's car seat.
Yeah.
So how do you guys go about doing that?
Well, we've got a diesel turbine steam cleaner that we use. So when we talk about waterless, there's absolutely any water involved in that whatsoever. We can, if it's very filthy or something, we can turn up the water valve on it and use a little bit of water. Still leaves no resin, no leftovers behind.
Very cool.
And like with the baby's food, or other types of fluids
Other
that might be on
components.
the other components that might be on the seat. What the steam does is it pretty much breaks it down, right? And so that it gets underneath all of that, and so we can just kind of steam it out, vacuum it up, and clean it up pretty easily. So my friend actually got a interior steam clean on his car. His car was filthy. It smelled very, very bad. Once we were done steam cleaning, he said it smelled like a brand new car. And so now he's starting to take care of his car a little bit better. So
It works great with dog hair too.
dog hair works very well. So, yeah.
Very cool. You guys need to link up.
Yeah.
We'll wash your dogs and then we'll wash your car.
Yeah, there you go. It
Sounds
works
fun.
out that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very, very cool. So, from beginning to end, let's say someone would get the Go package that I got.
Yep.
What do you think is the estimated time that it would take for a medium-sized car like this?
depending on, like Dustin was saying, the severity of the dirt that we're talking about, interior and exterior, we can go within like a one-man team to like a 2 to 3 man team. So it can vary between 45 minutes to an hour and a half. We'll come to you at your office, we'll come to you at your apartment or your home, we'll come to you if you're at a bar. We've had to do that before. Somebody literally called us and said, I have a date tonight, I'm going to be at the bar. Can you meet us at the bar? We went to the bar, cleaned up their car, did everything, and they'd be able to take the date in the car and go out and do whatever they need to do.
I like that.
So we're able to do that.
Closers.
Yeah, we help. We're your best wingman when you need it. So.
Very cool.
So if it's a gold package, we'll usually focus on the exterior first. We want to make everything look good, and then we'll focus on the interior last, because we want to make that nice and clean for you. So.
Very, very cool. What about you, Patia? If someone is coming to you and they've never done lashes before, something that I get asked a lot is, does it hurt? I don't know why people assume it's gonna hurt. Does it hurt? No, it doesn't hurt. I almost fall asleep every time. What do you think someone can expect from coming for a first time full brow set?
I get that question a lot too. I get that question a lot too. I have people that have fluttering eyes because they're so scared. So I just tell them, go to sleep. Go to sleep. I'll wake you up in an hour, but it doesn't hurt. It's not supposed to.
Yes.
I mean, I just tell them, if you have sensitive eyes, let me know ahead of time. If I have sensitive glue, I'll use sensitive glue. If I feel like your eyes can handle it, I'll put it, further away from your lash line. That way you still get the hold of the regular glue.
Got it.
Because the sensitive glue doesn't last as long. So I won't use it unless I really have to. But, I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't
You can
hurt.
take a nap and, you get 2 for 1. You get to have a nap and lashes.
What if I sleepwalk though? Are you gonna be able to?
Are you gonna follow me?
You said you're mobile.
Strap.
You're mobile, right?
She said she's gonna strap me
Ready to
down.
go. Perfect.
Oh my goodness. And about how long does a full set of lashes take initially?
A full set will take about an hour, but I do have to do consultations because, like I said, some people have sensitive eyes. Some people have been wearing like other types of lash extensions, like strip lashes or the nail salon lashes, so they're missing.
Don't go there.
The eyelashes are missing.
They're
Yeah,
missing.
no. She's told me horror stories.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're going to your nail lady, she's called your nail lady for a reason, not your eye lady. So be very, very careful because we have heard some horror stories.
Yes.
There are situations where people are turned off and they get infections and stuff. This is why it's very important for you to research and look for someone that's actually trained to work
Yes.
specifically on your lashes, not on your nails.
And then they'll come to me and I'm like,
How do I fix this?
But yeah, so don't do that.
So you think about an hour for your first
About an
full set.
hour for the full set, not including consultation time and not including because I have to tell you about the aftercare as well.
Got it.
But refills sometimes take longer than that because I have to remove old lashes and like lashes that are grown out too far or they're loose, so they won't flip and start
Yeah.
doing crazy stuff.
Because they do tend to tangle sometimes.
Yeah,
You
if
have
they
to
grow
brush
out
them
too
out.
far,
Yeah.
they'll cross over each other and like start to flip. So
Yeah.
I don't
But
have
it-
a problem at all.
No. But it's definitely very worth it. I've been going to you now for since before you left that place. What, 3 years
yeah,
ago?
probably about 3 years.
Yeah, and I haven't gone back. I have not used 1 ounce of mascara in the whole time, and I don't think I'm ever going back. Your eyes are such a big part of your face that if your eyes are ready, you literally look like you're ready to go. You're good to go.
I have some people that only wear lashes. They don't even put on any kind of makeup.
Yeah.
That's it, just
Yeah.
lashes.
I'm a lip girl, so as long as my lashes and my lips are done, I feel like I'm ready to go. Yeah, and then if I'm running late, I'll just throw on a bun and you're good to go. And everybody compliments. I mean, it's such a difference of the eyes before and after. It makes a huge deal. And of course, women's confidence is all about it. So you feel prettier, you feel more confident, and you are, you know what I mean? You're a better woman when you're feeling better. So I absolutely appreciate it. And for you, JJ, someone that comes to you maybe with a dog, like I have a miniature schnauzer. She's a little bit on the hairy Coco. She's a bit on the hairy side. First consultation, first time. What can they expect from you?
So everything is custom for what the client would like, and I have two clients. I have the two-legged client and the four-legged client. And so generally it's the two-legged client that tells me what can be done, but sometimes the four-legged client simply won't accommodate. A lot of times, like Miss Piggy, she's perfect, but sometimes Shih Tzus are really, they thrive for their face, and so you have to, the dog will tell you exactly what you can do, like clean feet on a poodle. Not every dog has the temperament for that. And so say you get her done every 4 weeks. But the first time I came out to you guys, and I remember they had sticker burns.
Yes.
And it took extra time, and so it depends on the condition of the coat, the frequency of the grooms, and the temperament of the dog, and if they have any health issues that can take more time, like bad hips where they have to lie down, take a break, or you accommodate them for just grooming and flip them over, so then that way they can stay comfortable. But generally, it takes for a full groom on a schnauzer who is perfect like Coco an hour, and that includes that includes the shampoo. It's a whole lot of steps, and I also do a nose to tail written overview of services. So it's a checkoff list to show you everything that I did, everything that I found, like skin, lumps, bumps, teeth, ears, all the products I used. So that way, if something doesn't work, then we can go, oh, well, that didn't work last time, and we used this, so we'll use another product this time. And so about an hour is, but like doodles, when I have a lot of doodles, those take a couple of hours, simply because they're high maintenance coats where you got to get them prepped perfectly before you start working on them. And
But I absolutely love the fact that you customize it to each one of your customers, specifically the four-legged ones, because like I said, they are so comfortable with her that they don't want to come in. They see the van and they will run straight out. So they're comfortable. They're not traumatized.
Yeah.
It used to be where pet grooming, I would take them into a chain store, one of those pet stores, and they would be so scared. They were like peeing in the car and shaking. Whenever JJ comes, it literally is just like they know. They run down the stairs and they go straight into her van, and they're very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
So
dogs they're in my soul. Not just like I love them. I have a thing for them. And I also wanted to mention that I was a licensed veterinary nurse before I became a groomer.
Oh, wow.
And have a degree in and I got that degree out in Colorado. But I've been doing this for 30 years. Like dog stuff, learning how to speak dog and stuff like that. So
that's why they love you.
Yes, and I love them.
Because you speak their language.
And I love them.
Normally I just I don't think that works as well.
I'll just say, Tyson, don't you pee on my stuff? And he goes, whoa.
Tyson is like having another child.
Yes, he's
a very big, chunky child. But so if you guys have any questions, if there's anything that you want to fill in, we'll get to you as soon as we're finished. Everybody will have a chance to come in and kind of interact with our viewers. We do want to mention again that we are at AutoNation Toyota on the Gulf Freeway, over at 12111 Gulf Freeway. They were actually kind enough to save us from the rain and allowed us to film in this space. So if you hear that elevator music, that's what it is. We're in one of their showrooms, and if you want to check them out, if you're looking for a new car, make sure you come and ask for Levi Diaz. He is one of the salesmen here. He is amazing. He actually appeared in one of our shows a few shows back, the men's show. So if you want to get a hold of him, Levi Diaz, and AutoNation Toyota, 713-489-2097. Thank you again so much for allowing us to get out of the rain.
Yeah.
But now I wanted to allow you an opportunity to shamelessly plug yourself. Let us know how we can find you, where we can locate you. What is the best way to use your services as a first-time client of yours? And is there any incentives to our viewers for watching the show? Do you want to get started?
Absolutely. So, first and foremost, I want to go ahead and answer like a frequently asked question before I get started. We do not do registrations or inspections. That's usually one of the very first questions that we get. We're not at that point. We do check the lights on your car. It doesn't mean we fix everything that happens to come up on your car, but we do run diagnostics to kind of verify what it could be so that you can then take it to the mechanic.
Cool.
That's kind of something I wanted to start off with. But if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Get It Handled or Handled App, and if you reach out to us, give us a call or a direct message, or even if you book online, there's even a comment section. If you use hashtag Get It Handled, we will give all the Livin Latina viewers and fans $10 off any service that you choose. So anybody.
Cool.
So if you use that hashtag, or even if you tell us over the phone, we'll go ahead and do that for you. We have no problem with that at all. So just visit us on Instagram, or even if you book online, you can choose it in the comment, hashtag Get It Handled.
Get it handled.
Get it
and
handled.
that means you heard it.
You heard it here on Livin Latina, so
Awesome.
you better believe it.
Make sure you mention them, because that is
Yeah.
definitely nice. Their services are actually very budget friendly, so the $10 off will go a long way. Thank you guys so much.
No
So
problem.
what about you, JJ? What's the best way to get a hold of you? What's the best way to get someone to come into that van and use your services?
The best way to communicate with me is via texting. I have found, since I don't have a support staff, that it maximizes my efficiency and safety when I'm out on the road, and then with clients in the van where I don't want to answer the phone and disrupt my zone with these dogs. So I leave everything up on the cab. Listen to some radio, but that's and so it's just texting is the absolute best way, and also my phone number is 281-508-5370, and you can also find all of my information at the website at GOMobilePet.com.
Very, very cool. Do you have any incentives?
Oh,
any
yes.
special prices?
Yes. I will gladly offer a free skin and coat polishing package, which is $15 to $25 value depending on the size of the dog, and I will gladly do a 3-step dental program regimen, which is a $12 value.
Very
So just mention in the text Livin Latina, and I'll gladly do it.
Yay, thank you so much. The teeth one is a big deal, because that's one of the big things that when you go to the vets, that's something that we sometimes bypass our pets' dental health. And that's something that I've struggled with. A couple of our pets have that issue where they don't like to gnaw, and they're not biters, so they don't actually clean their teeth the way they should be.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for that. Mention Livin Latina when you text her, when you call her. And do you want to give us a quick little show of the inside of your van?
Sure.
The camera will go ahead and follow you, and just so that they can get a little quick peek of what's inside.
Okay. Welcome.
Oh, there's a phone number again. Just
Here's the phone number. Ooh.
right there.
Text. Oh, and look, and here's the. So it is 68 square foot in here. There's a stainless steel tub in the back, which you can see, and there's an electric table, air conditioner, some vents and so it doesn't stay as humid in here. There's actually a fridge, a stereo. So this is like zombie apocalypse mobile too.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Look forward to hearing from you guys.
Thank you so much, JJ. So now, Patia, what is the best way to come to you as a new time client?
You can, like I said, get in touch with me on Facebook. You can direct message me on my personal page, Tia Compton, or you can reach me at Two-Face Lash and Brow Studio on Facebook, or you can direct message me on Instagram at Studio. Or you can text me, 832-269-3672. Because I'm with clients and most of them are sleeping. So I can't always answer. But yeah, any of that. And right now, through September, I'm offering $50 full sets.
Oh my gosh.
So that's
That's a
literally
good deal.
half price.
Our behind the scenes girl is like pointing at She's like over here.
So yeah, that's half price. So y'all better call
Yeah,
me
that's
now.
a big deal. $50 for a
Yes.
full set from a professional is definitely a good deal. So what? Yeah, who comes to you, by the way, in the
Yeah.
comfort of your own home. So $50 full set for
$50 full
clients.
set for new clients.
Do they just mention Living Latina when they call you?
Yes, you can mention Livin Latina, or when you direct message me, say that you saw the show, mention it, and I'll honor it.
Very cool. That is very, very cool. So thank you guys so much for appearing, for taking this time to allow me to show you off to my viewers. And hopefully you guys like what you see. Make sure you give them a follow. Make sure you give them a like. If this is not a service that you'll be needing in the near future, you never know, maybe later on you're invited to a wedding and your dog is the best man. So you get your lashes, you get him groomed, and then your car gets detailed. So you never
The
know.
just married card needs to
Yes,
be
you never know. You might need all three in one day. And as always, thank you so much for watching. My shameless plug, as always, is please hit the share button. If you like what you see, hit that like button. Go ahead and follow my guests and show them some love and appreciation. All the incentives and promos are very, very graceful. Thank you so much. And all your questions will be answered at the end of the show. And as always, thank you for watching. Life is short, so live it up.